Hi, this is Brian Dar with XPM, a Valiantus company, and in this video I would like to talk briefly about the way that we handle training and the principles behind it. To start with, we offer training both publicly and privately. When we do it publicly, these are open public classes where anyone can sign up, and when we do it privately, we take the similar curriculum, but we customize it for the group that is buying the training. One way we like to think of it as is it's like a public class, but really it's private consulting with a curriculum as guidance. No matter what version of training we do, all of our training is live and instructor led. Some of the benefits of this, I think they're pretty obvious, but just to point them out, one of the useful things is you can learn from others, including the instructor and their experiences, but also you can learn from others in the class as well, particularly in our public classes. We believe that you learn faster than self-paced classes because you're right there with an instructor. And it also provides for live question and answer with real life scenarios. You can bring your own needs to the class, your own questions and challenges, and get them answered live from a professional. The people who teach are also experts who also teach. So all of our instructors are people that work on client projects, and we ask them to step back from their client projects for a few days to teach classes periodically. This is both great for the people in the class because you get the professional real life experience, helpful anecdotes, as well as cautionary tales of real experts in the field. But it also helps the clients that those instructors are working with, because it helps sharpen our saw as well. Because I think, as many people know, when you can teach something, you really know it. We also follow a very strong pedagogy in all of our classes. And this is the part that I really want to dive into. So first of all, when it's a private class, we always tailor the content to the audience, what their experience is. We even try to group the audiences to make sure that we have similar backgrounds, so that we're not talking about stuff that one group may find too easy or too difficult. We also ask students to work in teams on exercises periodically. We think that's good to learn from each other. Whenever we teach a concept, we always move from the simple to the complex. One way to look at that is, for example, if we're looking at different user roles, we might start by exploring a customer role to begin with in the class, and then move behind the scenes to an agent role, and then farther behind the scenes to an admin role towards the end of the class. Or if we're teaching something as simple as workflows, we would move from the simple idea of statuses and transitions all the way up to creating a complex nested workflow. But either way, throughout the class and throughout each unit, we move from the simple to the complex. Another important piece of our training is repetition. So in the example that I gave a moment ago, you would see the same bit of information showing up in the customer view, in the agent view, and in the admin view. And for me, I think of this as learning a new language. And some people say that to learn new words in a new language, you have to see them in multiple contexts, multiple times. I found that to be true myself. And so by repeating things throughout classes, we find it very helpful for strong retention. Next is context, demo, and exercise. Whenever we teach a concept, we always follow these three steps. So we will first talk about the context. For example, workflows. Different pieces of work are done in different ways. Therefore, we need a different workflow. And let me show you a workflow and how it functions in the tool. Next, I will demonstrate how to build that workflow or how to use that workflow. And lastly, I'll turn around and ask the students to do an exercise by building a workflow or by working through a workflow. That rolls into the next point, live activities. So when we say discussions and hands-on experiences, we mean we're talking live in the class together, working through challenges that other students are experiencing. And we are also doing hands-on exercises, I believe, for every single one of our classes. Always in a sandbox. So we will spin up a sandbox environment to match your environment that you're working in. And sometimes we'll go, highly customized to match that environment. Other times, depending on the thing we're teaching, it may be a very simple sandbox. But either way, it's going to provide a place for you to practice everything you're learning hands-on. Lastly, I say no slides in quotes. We host all of our class materials on a public-facing website. And so as we go through the class, students are following along on that public website. They're following the curriculum examples. They're seeing images that are helping them understand concepts, and they're also seeing the exercises that we do in the class written out on these pages as well. As a result, the students can always come back to this public curriculum, and it's always updated because we do periodically update it whenever changes happen in the tools that we're teaching. So I say no slides because, yeah, there's a couple slides. There's the introduction slide and there's the how to get to the sandbox slide. But other than that, it's all live in the tool, context demo exercises, lecture, conversations. So please give it a try. We think that you will absolutely love our training. Thank you very much for watching, and please reach out if you have any questions. We're happy to answer them. Thanks so much and have a good day.